And Marvel.
We're taking a look at Ghostrider for Marvel Crisis Protocol. I'm trying to see if Cam will actually use him or not. I don't know.
I will.
You will. Oh,
He's almost as good as Venom.
So CP27 is the code if you're out looking for him, but he comes on the large base.
No, he's got his motorcycle.
Yeah, you've got to get a motorcycle on there. So we'll have a little look. There you go. Tell you what, this is the official unboxing knife.
Cut away from yourself, little man. That's it. There you go. Good lad. Well, give me that.
I don't know knives. What's going on here?
Good boy.
This is crazy. Alright, so it's a nice box. It's well sealed.
Right. Plastic is giving you difficulties.
Look, it's not made for children under 12, right? It's good. It's good here.
I got that.
Have a present. Alright, so we have the beautiful boxing, and now we have the beautiful unboxing. And something I do love about these guys is, look at that. Yeah. Everything is very well packaged, very well contained, nothing moves.
So on the back of that box, what do you get in it?
Okay, so we have the miniature, an extremely sexy base, stat card, crisis card, so a new crisis card, which is cool, 2 team tactic cards, which hopefully will be unaffiliated, but we'll find out in a second, and 13 tokens.
Yep.
That's interesting. Okay.
Some of them have their own stuff that they need tokens for, and some of them just add in tokens for
other
things.
That's pretty cool. There you go. Look. So we have miniature, new tokens, which are very cool. I think that's just some backing board.
That is backing board,
a little bit of strength.
And read this first.
Lovely.
Be sure to use it.
Recycle.
Oh, that's helpful. Very clever. Make sure you do stuff and have fun and, yeah.
Remember, kids.
Crisis Protocol.
Hey, there we go.
And then your similar instructions.
That doesn't look too bad to put together.
I was going to say, you guys are the ones that always
actually
have to
some of them are a bit of a nightmare, but yeah.
That looks pretty straightforward. We'll get, what do we got? Body, arms, run through together. Bike actually isn't in too many pieces. Tell you what, that is a beautiful position, isn't it? That's going to look wicked once it's put together. Awesome. Yep.
I like that.
That's cool. All right. That's
People
nice
have done
and easy.
some really, really good modifications and stuff on this model too. So
yeah.
So we can have a squeeze-a-rooney.
Nice. Hey, that's
Don't watch through this camera. Watch through that camera.
Is this like the Matrix? Can they press that button?
Yeah.
We're zooming the camera me now.
So it's one sprue.
One sprue
for everything.
Which is brilliant. That's not going to be too difficult.
Yeah. So you can see his body's in 2 bits. He's got his legs, and then the motorcycle's in 2 pieces plus the front wheel, and
that's
the
cool. Flaming torches,
front spokes and stuff. The front bars.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
I like it.
Yeah.
The base is awesome.
Yep.
It looks quite straightforward to put together. It's just 2 halves together to make the bike and his body. And
it's the important bit. He's got a couple of new abilities, new effects, I should say, not ability. So I think that's maybe why they gave you the extra tokens.
Yeah, they all look themed to him.
Yeah.
One of those.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is. I mean, the art in this has always. Oh, come on, that buddy. The art in this has always been very cool. Which is, gee, I'm not doing well today. There we go.
That's why people love unboxing videos.
Watching the guy.
Someone
else struggling with this.
Unco as I am.
Probably start with him at full health, eh?
That would be good.
We'll put the card up on the screen now, I think.
Jace, awesome. All right. So
let's have a look. Ghostrider. 7 life.
Medium movement.
Yep.
7 life.
7 life.
That's more than
on his ready side.
Frick, that's more than the big boy. Anyway, so
there's a few,
that's huge because most of the superpower characters are like 6. Like if you think about what's his name? Come on, Ultron. Ultron 6.
Yeah.
So 7. That's huge.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
He's a big lad.
I was just like,
he's
whoa.
demon possessed.
Yeah.
Come on. He's got a skull for effect.
Movement M on the larger base is quite good.
Yeah,
you think about it.
Yes. Yeah. So that's your base there. So.
It is a motorbike, so I suppose that's fair enough.
Yeah. Taking out the trash.
Sorry.
So his height is 3. So yeah, he is sort of a bit bigger, but that makes sense because he's on a bigger base.
And that's your point cost, isn't it?
It's
5.
expensive.
It's 5 points. Yeah.
But probably worth it.
So the average is about what, 3?
About 3, yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
dead set worth it.
I think Marvel's 4. Captain Marvel's 4.
Yeah. So he does 3 physical, 4 energy. That's
energy
right.
and 4 mystic defense.
4 mystic.
So they're decent energy mystic
that's pretty
defense.
good.
His physical defense is quite low, which is interesting. But that's
So
okay.
he's got good solid
He's
health.
got good solid health, so I don't think he cares too much. He's
No.
fine.
All right. So Cam, talk us through his attack types or whatever that he's got there, right, under his stats.
He, interestingly enough, does not have a physical attack, which I guess makes sense because he's demonically possessed. So he has 2 power attacks and 1 physical attack. One mystic attack.
Mystic attack.
So his base free cost superpower attack is Change of Damnation, range 3, 6 dice, which is very strong. After this attack is resolved, character gains power equal to the damage dealt, not just the defense guy, which is pretty powerful.
Yep.
And he has a new intrinsic effect, which is called Hex. After this attack is resolved, the target character gets the Hex special rule.
So
Which Karen
Hex
looked up.
is the character doesn't roll additional dice for its critical results during attack, defense, or dodge rolls.
Which is
And that is
awesome.
nasty.
Wow.
Can you
that-
remove Hex?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a
It's a-
normal
it's a condition.
Okay.
It's an action.
Spend an
so-
action.
Yeah, you
Alright.
have to spend an action to get rid of
But
it.
it's an action.
It's an action. Yeah.
And if they
Yep.
decide not to get rid of it, you're going to kill them pretty quick because you've destroyed their ability to roll criticals.
Yeah.
Or defense at all.
Well,
Yeah,
the,
the shield
the
will keep
criticals
you going.
don't work.
Yeah. Which is
So-
awesome. And that's a 0-point attack, I will point out.
And he gets power for doing it.
He gets power
Free
that's
range.
equal to damage.
Yeah.
So he's kicking superpower, which is handy because his second
6 dice.
Energy
ability
Yeah.
is Flames of Hell, which is B3, 5 dice, 2 superpower. Now I had to ask Tarron because I'm
So
pretty new to this
the
game.
B is
what
actually
B3 is.
a beam attack. I think we've done a couple of them in like way down previous videos.
Yeah.
Go find that. But it's basically just a straight line attack that hits everybody that it crosses.
which is awesome.
Which
That
is awesome.
Including
very awesome.
allies. But
Including allies.
including
Yeah, it
allies,
hits
but you
everybody
only
it
deal
crosses.
1 point
Oh,
to an
okay.
ally. But
Okay.
you will damage them.
So you want this guy out in front then? Which is
Well,
fine.
you
He's
want
got
him
plenty of health.
with
He's fine.
people like coming at him, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If it deals damage at all after the attack is resolved, the character gains Incinerate, which is also a new ability.
So incinerate is the characters remove 1 die from its defense rolls. So your defense rolls are 1 die less, which is kind of sucky and awesome.
So if you're hit with the 0 cost first, you're going to be no criticals down, no critical dice, and now your defense thrives down.
Yeah.
This is
So that's
way to
if you get
separate
that
characters.
hex effect on you, and you haven't had a turn in which you can spend an action to get rid of it, then it still applies for this ability, and that's nasty.
And considering they're both the same range, perfect. So if he picks up power from the first attack, he can just jump straight into the second attack. He does also have a mystic attack, or a psychic attack, I should say, and there are not a lot of characters with them, which is interesting, so it's good to see. Penance Stare, which is 3 range, 5 dice, and 5 superpower to use, so probably a mid to late game runner, but it's okay. It adds dice to the attack roll equal to the amount of power the target character has to a maximum of 5.
So the person you're shooting, if they have power on them, they're adding to your dice rolls.
So you could
That
throw
is rude.
10 mystic dice.
I like it.
At a character, potentially. That's monstrous. And like turn 3 or 4, you're going to have about 5 power. Almost guaranteed.
He would be very good against, well, Dr. Octopus, who seems to generate power whenever
He goes power nuts.
And Red Skull, because he generates it from the
The
cube.
cube.
So he's going to,
Although Red
lot
Skull
of places
spends a lot of
build
it,
him.
but
He does,
yeah.
but he...
If you catch him while he's like
Cuban.
flush with power,
Yeah.
you got him. That's pretty cool.
And he's got a fun one. Instead of gaining power for damage dealt by this attack, the target character loses 1 power. So you know normally when you damage character,
You get
they get
power.
power
You get
equal to the
their power,
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
He
lose
just
it,
takes it away as well.
Takes
So
it
he
away.
gets more dice if you got it, and then he takes it away.
Takes all your power away.
That's cool.
which is awesome.
That'd be the soul.
Yeah. Oh, we'll just
That's
borrow
okay.
that from
But
one
that's the
Send
sort
it to
of
the
thing that
man
you'd be
downstairs.
using that for. You run up to Doc Ock and you go, you got way too much power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine.
I'm gonna hurt you.
which is good. Because, I mean, I think most of the evil team synergy works on power. Like, everything's about damage that, take power, gain this, more power.
Yeah. But
which is
yeah.
cool. Whereas the allied team seems to be more late game focused with their power runs.
See, Crossbones or whatever, a lot of people write him off, but when he's got some power,
I love Crossbones.
he does that
he's
move
the best.
and then an attack, so he gets quite
And then
fast.
he follows you.
Yeah.
Around the board. And he's like, what? What is it with this
So
guy?
yeah,
That's
so
cool.
he's going to want to have power, so that could be a good
That is
option to
good.
go against him as well. So
He does have a couple of good superpowers on him as well. That's a bit expensive for the first one. I know about that. Advance his character L. This superpower can only be used once per turn. Now, the thing
That's hell
that
on wheels.
I actually had to work out, and it took me a while to figure out, is that superpowers aren't an action unless they say they're an action. So this actually isn't an action. It doesn't take up an action slot, so you can still do two things, move and attack.
Because it actually
But
says
it
in
says
there,
once
you can only
per
do it
turn.
once.
And that actually changed a lot of characters for me when I realised that they're superpowered. Like Captain Marvel,
that's some
she's
good
just going,
stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
As long as you got the power for it, you can just keep
doing it.
chunking away at it.
But it is 3 power. It's quite expensive, but L on a large base is going to get him halfway across the board. So if you have an early power, it would be good. His reactive ability.
Yeah.
Yes, reactive ability, sorry.
2 power.
2 power. After an attack made by a character within 3 of this character is resolved, keep in mind all these attacks are 3, so he's probably going to be within 3 inches of most characters. If that attack targeted another allied character, this character means a superpower. The attacking character suffers 1 hit for each critical in its attack roll.
Wow.
So it's basically like a protector.
Yeah.
Cruise over and go, don't touch my guy. Yeah, he could potentially do a lot of damage, especially if you're using, what's that guy called? He's got the super sword, he's awesome. And he re-rolls all the dice. So, Baron Zemo.
Yeah,
Zemo. Rolling dice and his allies rolling dice. So you tend to get a lot of criticals when you're with him going on. Yeah, he could mess you up real quick, which is good.
That's a good way to protect one of your allies who's on an objective.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, and the movement of him with the large, I think.
Yeah, he can get where he needs to go.
And he can sit. And 7 health. He's not disappearing very fast. Like 4 defense, 3 on the physical's a bit, but that's tough. That's 4 dice, pretty good. He does have an innate as well, which is free. After an attack made by an enemy character is within 3 of this character's resolved, if that attack targeted another allied character, this character gains a power. So,
wow,
we're seeing where we're going with this guy. He's a support guy.
Yeah, he's
like, I will sit, and the thing is, most of the support characters in this game seem to have all been within 2. Like when you do the trick with Iron Man, and it's always 2. The fact that he's 3. So he can sit, he can probably protect several. Yeah. And he's gaining power, he's gaining movement, and he's damaging the enemy.
And he's on large space.
And he's on large
space.
space.
For the range as well.
So his ability to generate, because I was looking at his abilities going, they're quite expensive, like that 5 for that.
But he's generating the power as well.
So quickly. Yeah. And that's, what's interesting? Is that it does not say once per turn.
No, that's innate, so it goes off every time.
Constant.
Yeah.
So every time an attack by an enemy character is within 3 of him, that attack target another allied character, he gains 1. So basically your options when playing against this guy are going to be, do I target him? Or do I parry him by targeting the allies?
Yeah, do I give him power?
And then you look at him and you go, 7 health, he's going to be a nut to take down.
Yeah, but you also don't want him having a lot of power, because you look at his abilities and attacks and you're just going, I want to get rid of his power as quickly as I can.
That's where his 5 points comes in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't think of anything that would survive a 10 dice mystic attack. Ultron maybe, because he has quite a high mystic defense. But there wouldn't be many things in the game that can survive that. So that's cool. So I'm guessing that's why we've got these sexy tokens.
Yeah.
So we've got Hex, Incinerate, which is awesome. I love that. That's cool.
Yeah, that looks cool.
And then bonus cards.
Well, hang on. We'll flip
we're going to flip him first. That's his ready side.
I don't think much changes, to be completely honest with you here.
He drops a health.
He drops 1 point of health, and that's pretty much it. Everything else stays on there. Everything else stays the same. All the power costs are the same. All the ranges, all of the dice rolls are exactly the same. He just drops 1 point of health.
Wow.
That's just rude.
So that's a good staying power there.
It looks prettier though. It does not seem happy right now. Nah, that's cool. That is... fine. That's what else.
I like it.
Just be amazing. Nobody cares.
So we got some cards as well. What have we got here?
Oh yeah, sorry. So we have more team cards, which is awesome. Fantastic. I love to see things that are unaffiliated. And we've also picked up new objective, which is cool. Demons Downtown has our comeuppance come due. Daily Bugle, 19. Boom.
So 19 points, and what type is it? A secure.
Threat secure.
It's a secure type, so it's fixed locations.
I wonder what that meant. Cool. Set up. Oh, okay. Set up the door. Place 3 flaming portal tokens, which presuming are happy little skulls at the top. Target of opportunity, as indicated on map E. Scoring, players score 1 victory point for each flaming portal they're securing during the cleanup phase. And during the power phase, all characters within 1 of a flaming portal gain the Incinerate special.
So yeah, but nah. But yeah,
but nah.
This can be a quick game.
It's an objective-based game.
It is.
So that changes it.
Yeah, I think securing, you have to be within 1 to secure, don't you?
You do, yeah.
I think you have to be the only one within 1 as well to secure, don't you?
You have to have a majority.
Majority. Which is more health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone who's on their ready side trumps someone who's
on not.
Yeah.
And if they're both not on their ready side, then I think the greater health wins. Which means he would always win.
I'm pretty sure that's how
because
it
he
works.
has more health,
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Look that up. But it's
that's cool.
But that's very interesting. That's an interesting thing.
And
so
he has 2.
Players score 1 victory point for each flaming portal they are securing during the
cleanup phase.
So yep. Okay.
But then you get.
So I don't think you need to hold them.
Wait.
But each
just
character
need to be
within
next
1 will have it.
Yeah.
Which is cool. That's awesome. Look out on that. That's beautiful. They do very well there, actually. And 2 unaffiliated, which I love, because, Ghostrider, works very well with the Avengers side of things, but he's not exactly the most heroic hero. So he's got unaffiliated reactive, deal with the devil, which is cool. If he's KO'd, he may spend 4 power to play this card before he's removed from the battlefield. Oh, not one of these.
Hello.
Oh, he doesn't like them.
I've played one of these and my opponent cried. It's not specific to Ghostrider, to another
Let me
character.
guess. Ultron, was it?
And it just went.
Everybody
I finally killed him. He's alive. I'm leaving.
I'm done. That's it. I'm never playing again.
Can't sit.
Choose another allied character. Ghostrider removes all special conditions, removes all damage, and activated tokens, drops all objective tokens, and then is placed 1 inch of the chosen character. If the character was healthy, flip Ghostrider's card to the healthy side.
I would like him. Can I get him
With
and Venom then?
7 health. And something. Enemy characters within 2 inch of Ghostrider then suffer the Incinerate special condition. Wow. The chosen character is KO'd. Okay, so you are sacking a character to bring Ghostrider back.
Yeah, and to do damage.
And if they were healthy, he comes back healthy. Is it worth it? 100%.
Well, Black Widow on my side.
We give her so much hassle. She's awesome. But
she is pretty good. That stagger ability she's got is actually quite useful.
Wow. And unaffiliated reactive, always fun. You don't see many of those. When an allied Ghostrider... Why is this unaffiliated? When an allied I guess you could play in both times. When an allied Ghostrider begins an advance during his activation while within 1 of an enemy character, he may spend 3 power to play this card. When Ghostrider ends the move, place that enemy character within 1 of him. The enemy character suffers the Incinerate. He just burned everybody's special conditions.
That's his jam.
So he
drags you with him. Drags him along.
Which is actually very useful, especially if they have already activated. Because that's one of the most annoying things about some of those movement characters. If you've already activated, they drag you out away from objectives.
Yeah.
Or if you're tagging your character and you're planning on taking them out and then you drag them away. There's a web push. Doesn't do any damage, I think, but I found that really annoying.
Yeah.
You're just pushing my
dudes
dudes
what it is,
away, and it really offset my balance. So that, if he can grab one, drag him with him, he's got enough health to withstand whatever the guy does next. Or girl, or superpower, or superhuman. So... Awesome.
It's got a lot of but like you said, as a support character for other teammates, very, very good.
Oh yeah,
excellent choice.
Yeah,
even for 5 points, that's a lot of points. There's some options there.
Yeah, the bring back was huge, and he's not just support; he does damage.
Team him up with Ultron. I brought Ultron back. Oh, now we're just going to kill him off to do other things as well. Ultron's
bring back isn't that strong though. It's like he doesn't come back. He doesn't have... Although, mind you, you're sacking a full healthy character. Although, okay, question. Sorry. I know you're all very excited there as I am right now. You just want to grab this guy and go, order. Give us 1 second. Does that mean that if the chosen character was healthy... Okay, so if, let's say we've got Black Widow... Yeah. And she's been not KO'd, but she's on
blue.
She's on blue, but all her health is dead. Sorry, all her health is gone. So she's about to be dazed at the end of round and flipped over.
Well, she is dazed.
She's dazed.
She's already dazed.
Can we sack her at that point, even though she has no health, and bring back?
No, because someone who's dazed is considered out unless you can. There's ones that say specifically that they can.
They can do. Okay. So we haven't totally broken the game. No. But still, sacking somebody for that is, in my opinion, very worth it. And you don't have to sack a healthy one. It just is if you sack a healthy one, he comes back healthy.
He does.
You sack a non-healthy, then he just comes back non-healthy. But he's still just as good, but with 6 health.
Yeah, he's 1 point less health. It's like, that's insanely good.
I have to kill him 3 times. It's so much fun.
You'll probably find that he's one of those characters where you'll get a couple of your characters to go up against him. You want to try and bring him down as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and you certainly wouldn't be targeting around him. And I think maybe that's the thing. That's his retribution. Is like his penance is, I'll take it. Come at me, bro. Yeah. And that's pretty cool.
But that is hard because it's hard to lock him down.
Yeah.
Move M and then an L if he wants.
And he's gaining power and
yeah.
And they're let's be honest, you are fighting against some of the greatest super things in the universe.
Yeah.
Sometimes target priority isn't something you get to think about. Like if you got him standing there and then Captain Marvel, who are you going to choose? That both hurt. Him?
He's cooler.
She's prettier.
She is prettier, yeah.
She hits harder.
You target the model that's been freshly painted and just on the table for the first time. I'm going to target it.
That's just standard wargaming, buddy.
That's right.
It's like, yeah.
As an aside, I'm gonna refresh everybody's memory on contesting and securing.
Thank you, sir.
Score 1 VP for each flaming portal they are securing. And then all characters within 1 get incinerate. So a character that is within range 1 of an objective token is contesting.
Yep.
The player with the most healthy characters contesting is securing.
Okay.
And you have to be within 1 to secure it.
Yep.
You have to have the most healthy people within 1,
yep.
Which means everybody that's there trying to get it is going to get incinerate.
Yeah.
And that's just rude, but fun.
Nice. We don't like long games. Quick games are good. Awesome. So you'll have him up and running by next week?
Yeah! Maybe. You've excited me about it.
Jokes.
But, well, I mean, we had a look at the sprue there, and it's pretty easy to put together. Probably the chain we'll probably have to have a close look at to see how to
You're going to have
maybe secure. See, if you have a look at the art, like the actual miniature they put together, it's just in his hand. It isn't secured anywhere else.
It's actually Izzy's hand.
Yeah.
That'll save you a bit of grief.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I don't know. Some people have sort of secured it in another spot to the bike just to give it a bit of strength.
Nice, yeah. Or a pin.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have a look.
Painting? You excited? Flaming?
Black and flames.
Black and flames. That's good. The
I'm
flames
sure
just
you
add
can
interest.
a decent flame, but
on there, so you don't have to create them. They're on the miniature.
Yeah, it's already on.
You just got to paint
up.
them in orange and red and
which
stuff.
is awesome.
That is a really nice model, though. I really like that.
I don't think I've actually seen a model I don't like yet. Every
the
single
Marvel
one has
ones.
been.
I know. Yeah,
and they're well thought out.
Yeah, they're good.
They're good. So
I just want Venom.
What don't you like about it, though?
What don't I like about it? I don't like the idea of facing it. Because I do love playing evil.
How well do you think he would go at holding an objective on his own?
I think he would go extremely well. I think that seems to be his benefit, is he can either hold or he can support. I think the only thing you would ever struggle with this guy is because he's on a large base, he's very targetable. And that's something I noticed about Ultron that I didn't think about in-game because they're both size 3 and 4 and they're on big bases. So it means pretty much anywhere on this table except directly behind this, you're targetable.
Yeah.
And being so powerful, you are going to be like a target.
You're going to get the aggro. People are going to go... I either walk away completely from him, like completely out of his range, or I go in there and I bugger him
I'd
up.
go for it. Yeah.
Really, really hard.
Which could, it's great to have this card and all that, but if you're getting early, like if you're early securing your objectives and there's a lot of power and a lot of damage coming down on you, sacking another character might not be an option, in which case you've wasted one of your reactive cards to try and hold him. Or maybe you will sack a guy, bring him back in, and then they're ready. I don't know. It's not much of a downside, let's be honest. But that would be the only thing I would look at and go, he is very Ultron-ish. Also, probably the 5 points. That's probably his only downside realistically.
Because that's probably the highest point value I've seen.
Yeah. So you're not going to have a big team with him.
No.
Whereas, at least with Ultron and Captain Marvel, I think they're both fours.
I think
they're fours. So you can still get 4 to 5 other miniatures in there, which gives you a bit of diversity for objectives. Whereas with him, I know it's only a point. Like 1 point doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're not playing big point games, like 20 points, whatever it is.
I was going to say, if you're only playing 20 points,
this one's
19. The ones that come out of the box, I think, were 15 points or something.
So maybe they've upped that to allow
for him.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But if you're playing one of the standard missions and you've only got 15 points, well, it's him and maybe 2 other characters. Or maybe 3 weaker ones.
Yeah.
That would probably be his only down. It's not much of a downside, let's be honest.
No.
He is worth his points.
But
it's Ghostrider.
It's having a smaller team is not necessarily a good thing in this game. Unless you can absolutely dominate with him, and if he gets picked on early.
But like you said, it'd probably be him and maybe 2 or 3 weaker characters. And he'd be like using them to generate his power and like traveling around as a group. Otherwise, he's going to have to go and do 90% of it by himself.
Well,
and you need to be able to choose another allied character to get him back.
Yeah.
So you have to hope that team survives.
Yeah.
Most of them are 3 though. I think Captain America was actually 3.
3.
So most of them are 3. So if you're playing a 19-point game,
you're right.
You can still squeeze in Black Widow.
Woo!
Yay!
She's really good. Don't listen to these guys.
No,
she's just.
I said woo.
We just pick on her a lot.
There was no sarcasm. It's all good.
But there you go.
He's
so,
very cool.
Ghostrider. I do. Yeah, I've liked the character. I like it for the game. I'm going to paint him up.
All right.
I think
Awesome.
He's going to look good.
That's
Great
gonna
name.
be cool, man.
It's going to be top tier. It's going to be in the force.
It'd be like better than that on the box.
Guaranteed.
Get stuck in.
The flames are going to be the trick. We'll figure out how to do them. So, but that's all fun.
That's right.
All right.
But yeah, so I'll sleeve up these cards and sort them out and. But that's I like them a lot.
Very cool, man. I
Awesome.
can't wait
So
to have
there
a
you go.
game.
Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Ghostrider.
It's a winner.
It's a
Ghostrider.
winner.
All right.
Do it.
All good.
Thank you for watching.
Cheers.
See you later.
Bye, guys.